Good Friday morning. I'm looking at I think my microphone's working fine. It's a nice snowy morning, this January wintry day, huh? So this morning we're going to focus on building up some heat in the body, some tapas. Get the lymph fluid flowing again, a little cardio, a little pumping up of the heart to get the blood flowing again. The energy flowing by moving through the joints, range of motion, just getting it all going. As we sleep at night, yin energy, the quieter, resting energy, is more prevalent. Yang, the more active, fiery, heat energy, settles more to the center. So let's bring that yang energy, and in Qigong we call that the righteous chi. So we're going to bring that to the surface to take us into this Friday morning and on through the weekend. So join me on your mat. I'm going to come into Thunderbolt Pose, just on my shins, tops of my feet are on the mat. You can choose another pose. You can also bring some blocks underneath you and support yourself. Coming to the breath, just notice the breath. Maybe hands on the belly to feel that expansion. As you inhale, you're expanding all the way around. Maybe slide the hands to your waist. I've got my fingers wrapped towards the front of my belly, my thumb pointing towards the spine, and I get a good sense of that expansion all the way around. And then I feel everything settling back to the center as I exhale. Take 3 more breaths like this. Now slide your hands to your lap. Let's extend our pranayama practice a bit by exploring the inhale. So the inhale wakes you up. We're going to divide that inhale up into 3. We're not going to go slow with it though. So it'll be inhale, 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 long, full exhale. Let me talk you through the first 2. Let's take a cleansing breath. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths. So big breath in through the nose. Expand and then force it out. One more time. Here we go. I'll talk you through 2. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Feel that energy charging as you focus on the inhale. Let's do 3 more. Release it. Just pause to notice that yang energy bubbling up, waking up, coming to the surface of the mind, the body, and the spirit. See if you can feel all of that. Feel a little more up in the head. Now come to table. Now let's do a little self-care here. So spinal movement in all directions. Remember, there's cat-cow. There's side bends, and even a little twisting. Again, twist, find ways to twist in your spine, maybe even a little thread the needle. Nothing held here, just finding movement, so a little faster. Take about 3 more breaths. And then find table. We're going to start by extending the right leg out. Roll to the pinky toe edge of that leg. Come up onto the big toes. Walk to the standing knee. Let's shift this right leg onto your heel. So a little further forward, more at an angle. Reach up with the arms and then swing over there with the left hand and see if you can touch those toes and back up. Do it again. Keep the foot flexed. Keep the thigh muscles engaged. Protect the kneecap. Let's do 3 more. And drop the arms down. Now slide the foot to gate pose. So rolling across the sole of the foot. Right palm up. Reach up and over. Inhale, reach up, exhale, fold. Quicker. So pump your breath like bellows. Now this time hold. Maybe hold your beach ball. Notice the breath in the belly. Again, we're going to pump that breath a bit. Then inhale, lift your beach ball. Exhale. You can bring a block under your hand if you need to. We're going to take the block under the left hand, or you can bring that hand to the floor. We'll start here, just reaching up with the right arm. Now swing the right arm up next to the ear and lift the leg. Let's tap and lift and tap and lift. Keep going. Now lift and hold. Bend the knee, reach back for the ankle. Open up through the chest. Keep the knee lifted. Breathe. Feel the heat. Now come out of it the same way you went in and rise up. Now take a look at that right foot. Roll to the pinky toe edge. Reach over there with the left palm. Circle. A little faster today. We'll do a total of 5. Now bring your hands to the mat. Keep the leg where it is. Reach back there for your right knee. Bring it forward. Blocks under the hands could be helpful here. Lifting up a little higher with the torso so you can come into a cat-cow. Might not be your deepest cat-cow. A little quicker with our movements today. Now come on to the right heel. Help it out if you need to. Flex the toes. Stick that heel down into the mat. Draw the heel towards you, and that left knee wants to pull forward. Let that happen. Take the left hand to the outside of the right foot. Come into this forward fold and hold. Now keep the leg engaged and walk both hands to the outside of the right thigh. Get a nice stretch here in the back body. Breathe. Unwind. Table again. A little more self-care. Just move here. Usually I encourage you to let your breath lead the way. Today we're going to make the breath fit the movement. So we're going to pump the breath a little bit more. Like we're those bellows against a fire, really raising that heat. And then pause. You can lose the blocks if you want to. We'll extend the left leg out. We're going to come up with the sole of the foot on the floor, onto the fingertips, walk to the knee. Now swing that left leg forward a bit. Come onto the heel. Protect the knee, flex the foot, engage the thigh muscles. I gotta watch my candles. Swing both arms up, then I'm gonna turn, both arms come down, but that right hand comes over and touches left toes. Back up, let's go. Inhale up, exhale. Let's do one more. Hands to hips. Let's slide the foot out, coming into gate. Roll across the big toe edge to the pinky toe edge. Left hand, palm up. Reach up and over. We're going to come up and down 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming up, you can bring the block underneath your hand again. Reach up with the left arm. Swing that arm up by your ear. Now we're going to lift and lower the left leg 5 times. So up on the inhale, down on the exhale, up on the inhale, down on the exhale. One more. Now lift the leg and hold it. Reach back for the ankle. Keep the knee lifted open through the chest. Breathe. Unwind. Swing up and over. And now turn towards that foot. Do 5 big circles in the arm. One more for me. Now lateral bend again. We need our beach ball. So lift the beach ball. Hold. Lift it overhead and then bring the hands down to the mat. Reach back for the left knee. Bring it forward. Blocks under the hands can be helpful. Let's do some cat-cow here. Back bend, round the back. Back bend, round the back. Come onto the left heel, help it out if you need to. Square the hips, so draw that left heel towards you without letting it move. Draw the right knee forward without letting it move. Use your blocks, lengthen through the spine and then fold forward here and hold. And take the right hand to the outside of the left foot. Now walk both hands to the outside of the left thigh. And notice difference left and right. This one's a lot tighter for me. It just is. Now unwind, come into table. Well, let's drop back into a child's pose. Notice your breath now. Still big breaths into the belly. Expand all the way around. On your next inhale, back to table. Let's tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting up. Little self-care here, so find some space. And then find stillness just for a breath or two. And we're gonna float back and forth between a plank to down dog. So ripple forward with your spine. Unfurl the head last on your inhale. Exhale, lift up into down dog. Keep going. Let's go a little faster. You can always come to table and down dog. Let's do 3 more. And we'll finish in a down dog. Lifting the right leg back and up. So swing it up there. Step the foot forward between the hands. Drop that back knee. Now we're going to take the hand to the block again, but take the block off the mat. So left hand comes to the block. Take the right hand to the knee, to the right knee. Now we're going to shift forward and down. Let's do a few of these. So moving through a straight leg into Anjaneyasana. Let's do two more. And come back to kneeling lunge and rise up. Bring your hands to heart. Let's twist this lunge. So inhaling, long spine. On an exhale, I'm going to bring left elbow, try to bring it to the outside of the right knee. Push top hand into bottom. Breathe. Now straighten that front leg and lower those hands to the outside of the thigh. You can come up onto the heel, or you can point the toes, or come back and forth. Now come back to your twisted kneeling lunge. Unwind, down dog. Let's ripple forward and back between plank and down dog. Let's do 5. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meet me in down dog. Swing your left leg back and up. Step it forward. Drop the back knee. Bring the block under the right hand, but off to the outer edge of your mat. Take the left hand to the left knee. And we're going to sink forward and back. And forward and back. And again, notice difference left and right. This leg is a lot tighter, the hamstrings today, than the other one. And come back to your kneeling lunge. Lift up, hands to heart. Let's take right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Push the left hand. Wow, I'm having trouble on this side altogether. Left hand into the right hand. Twist. And breathe. Now start to straighten that left leg and lower the hands to the outside of the left thigh. And maybe move between dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. So plantar flexion is when you're pushing the toes down towards the mat. Dorsiflexion is when you're lifting the toes towards the shin. Now see if you can come back into that kneeling, twisted lunge. Unwind. Come to table, big toes together, knees wide. Let's pop back into a wide child's pose or happy puppy and breathe. Wiggle your fingers, circle your wrists. Back to table. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Swing your right leg back and up. Step it forward. Keep the back knee lifted. So we're in a lunge. You may want to widen the space between your legs and rise up. Take your hands to your hips. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Bend that left knee a bit. Tuck your tailbone a little and then reach through the left heel. So you may or may not be able to come to a straight left leg. Breathe. Now swing your arms up by your ears. Roll those little fingers inward. We're going to reach forward and then rise up. Reach forward. Swing the arms down. Maybe round the spine a bit and then reach up. A little more of a back bend. Keep going. Let's do one more. and stay folded forward. Bring the left hand either to the mat or to the block. Take the right hand to the right knee. You can drop the left knee if you need to, and then open that right arm up. If you like, drop the right arm behind you. Take a little half bind. Breathe. Bring both hands to the inside of the right foot. Heel toe the right foot off to the right. Turn the toes outward a bit. Let's drop the left knee. Come to the top of the left foot and lower down into a lizard. So forearms to the mat, forearms to the blocks. Breathe. Tuck your left toes, hands to the mat. Let's try to swing back into a three-legged dog, right leg back and up. Now keep it lifted and long the whole time. We're going to shift back and forth into plank, a three-legged plank, three-legged dog. Do 5. Two more for me. Last one. Now float that right leg down, find down dog. Swing your left leg back and up. Step it forward between the hands. We're coming up in a lunge, so on the ball of the back foot, nice long expanse between the feet. And keep the legs hip distance or maybe even a little wider for balance. Bend your right knee. Maybe scoop your sit bone, so soften these ribs. A little bit of a crunch. Now reach through the right heel. You may or may not be able to straighten the leg. Swing the arms up by the ears. Roll the little fingers inward. First one, we're just going to reach forward as we fold. And then rise up. This time we reach forward, swoop the hands back, maybe a little rounding to the spine. Inhale up, back bend. Let's do 4 more. Are you breathing? And this one we're going to hold and lower those hands down to the mat. Drop the back knee. Take the left hand to a block. Take the right hand to a block. Take the left hand to the left knee. We're going to sink forward and down. Maybe take a little twist here, reaching up with the left arm. Kind of lean back in this. Draw the navel towards the spine. So we're extending the spine and twisting that low back. So let's really support the lumbar spine with core contraction. So navel back towards the spine like an airbag. Now unwind both hands to the inside of the left foot and heel toe the left foot over to the left a bit. Turn the toes outward. Wrists are under shoulders, and then find your lizard. So I am way tighter on this side today. I'm going to use blocks on this side. You can even keep your arms straight and just kind of walk out with long arms. Pausing when you find your edge. Breathe. And release the hands to the mat. We're going to tuck the toes of the right foot and try to swing right back up into a three-legged dog, left leg back and up. And then 5 times we're going to ripple forward into a three-legged plank, and we'll keep that leg straight the whole time. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now stay in plank and place both feet on the mat. Now let's come to a forearm plank. Dropping to the forearms. Spread the fingers wide. Now use your toes to shift your heart forward as you lower your pelvis. We'll arrive in a Sphinx. Adjust when you get here. Elbows under armpits. Chest is proud. So coming forward through the gate of the arms. Breathe. With those hands stuck to the mat, pull. And let the heart come forward in a telescoping lift of the spine. Draw the navel back towards the spine, support the lumbar spine. Breathe into the ribs. Now pivot on your elbows and rotate those forearms out, roughly to the corners of your mat. And press into the arms, straighten the arms, lifting into seal. Core support important. And in this shape, once you've engaged your core, I want you to roll those outer thighs out and down and feel a little more space open up between the sit bones. And maybe soften the glutes a bit. Don't overgrip. Feel that kind of smooth out the contraction back there. And then on your exhale, float back down and come to Crocodile. So separate your legs, forearms on the mat, elbows extended outward. Bring your forehead to the back of your hands. And as always, I'm going to avoid bringing my face down so the mic isn't distorted. And breathe. Notice the sense of heat in your body now. That yang energy, that righteous chi rising up to the surface, and that chi protects us. We're bringing forth that warrior energy. Two more breaths. Meet me in down dog. Walk your feet wide, left and right edges of the mat, and walk them forward a bit. So you're going to shorten your down dog. Bend your knees a lot, push your belly to your thighs. Reach under your body with the left hand to the right shin. We're going to pull in, twist, breathe. Unwind, let's take second side. Right hand under the body, over to the left shin, pull in, twist. Unwind, fingertips, walk to the feet. So you're going to walk towards the back of the mat. Forearms rest lightly on the thighs. Feel the spine. Lengthen that spine by reaching in both directions. Tailbone reaches one way, crown of the head reaches the other, and imagine that space. Now take a forward fold here. Keep the legs straight or as straight as is comfortable. Take the left hand under the nose. We're going to twist this. Reach up with the right arm. Maybe turn the palm to face behind you. Bend the elbow. Drape the hand behind you. Breathe. Up and down the central channel, the Sushumna. Now reach up. We're going to unwind and take the second side. So right hand under nose, left arm up. Turn the palm behind you, bend the elbow, and just drape that hand back there. Feel the breath way down into the hips. Reach up, unwind, bend the knees a lot, let your arms hang, let your head hang, and roll up one vertebrae at a time, but keep your knees bent. And when you arrive, inhale, reach up. And exhale, draw the hands home to the heart. We're going to do a little more of that three-part inhale, breath of joy. So we're breaking that inhale up into three, but we're going to add arm movements. So remember, the arm movements are up, out, all the way up and down. So here we go. You can add a forward fold if you like. So, two more. And then come to stillness. Just notice. What do you notice? Step the feet under the hips, coming to mountain pose. As you inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, let's fold forward. Let the arms hang. Let the head hang. On an inhale, lift halfway. On an exhale, fold. Pull the arms out and up. Exhale, hands home to the heart. With the right leg, I want you to step forward. Come into warrior one feet. So the back leg, the left leg, we need to drop the heel inward and turn the toes outward. Bend into the front knee. Bring hands to heart, warrior one. Lift your prayer. And come into goddess. Inhale up. Exhale back to warrior one. Let's do that a little quicker. Inhale. Inhale. And back to center. 2 more. One more. Now inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward as you straighten that front leg. You can use blocks under your hands here or not. Bend into the front knee, rise up, come back to warrior one. Now take that back leg into a lunge. Come onto the ball of the foot. Straighten the front leg. Take the right hand to the right hip. We're going to take the left hand up as you fold forward. Bring that left hand to the outside of the leg. So twisted triangle, a block can be good. Take right hand to right hip. Maybe take the right hand up. Maybe even take a half bind. Now unwind, frame that front foot. Step back into plank. Take the tops of the feet to the mat. So flip the feet. Now lower the hips like we did when we came into Sphinx. Now we're in an upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Pause here and notice. Swing your left leg back and up. Now let's take the feet wide. I'm going to take you to that warrior one from a wide squat. So walk the hands to the feet. Let those arms hang as you round up slowly, one vertebra at a time. As you arrive, inhale the arms overhead. Walk the feet in line with the hips. Exhale, hands to heart. Now step forward with the left foot. Take that right foot into a warrior one. So a little external rotation of the toes. Square the hips. Bend into the left knee. Reach to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Hands to heart. Try to smooth the ribs here. So a little scoop of the tailbone. Now as you inhale, arms up. Exhale, goddess. So a little back bend. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, back to warrior one. Let's do 4 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, a quicker breath. One more. Hands to heart. Let's inhale, long spine, and exhale, fold forward. Let's twist our warrior. Breathe. Inhale back to warrior one. Come on to the ball of the right foot. Straighten the front leg. Left hand to the hip. Right hand up. Folding forward. Twisted triangle. And again, a block can be a good thing on the outside of that ankle. can keep that hand on the waist or reach up or drape it behind you. Feel the wobbles. Now unwind and frame the foot. Step into plank. Flop those feet, tops of the feet on the mat. And then as you exhale, heart comes forward, pelvis lowers down. Let's come into a high cobra, so lower the knees and the shins. Bend the elbows a little bit. Gaze goes down the tip of the nose. Tune into the low back. Engage the core. Roll the thighs out and down. Now check on your wrists. Where are you pressing? Should be the base of the index finger and base of the thumb. Grip the mat. On your next exhale, slowly descend. And come into crocodile again. Separate the legs, left and right edges of the mat. And windshield wiper your shins this time. Now press back into Thunderbolt. So bring the legs back in line with the hips, tops of the feet on the mat, and just push up and back. Pause here. Now slide your hands, palms down, up the thigh bones. And as you exhale, push those bones down towards the earth. Drop the shoulders. We'll add a little breath with that. So the inhale slides the hands forward. Exhale, slide up and ground. One long inhale, one long exhale. Maybe lengthening your exhale a little bit here. Keep going. So we could feel the rise of the yang energy, the tapas, the heat, but we don't want that to be too up in the head, too pranic. So we're grounding down a little bit now. We woke up the yang, but we want to settle everything back down. So that righteous chi, that righteous yang energy is out there protecting us, but nice and balanced and not all flighty, not all up in the head, grounding more to the earth, our anchor. Now swing your legs around and let's come to Badakonasana. So first keep those feet kind of far away from you. Sit tall. And then fold forward here. Again, smoothing the hands down towards the feet as you fold. Inhale, release the hands, rise up. Exhale, smooth the hands down towards the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, smooth. This time we're going to fold and hold, maybe even bringing a block for the forehead. Release, let go. And the yin energy is there, it's just settled more inward now. 2 more breaths. And then rising up. Let's take a little deeper Badakonasana if that works for you today. I'm going to lift my hips and shift them forward. And then a little side to side shift on the sit bones. So that sense of grounding, that sense of connecting, but also a bit of balance. And then my hamstrings get kind of hung up on the sit bones. So sometimes when I do this little shift and massage, they just kind of settle in to a more aligned position. And then come to stillness, maybe massage the feet and the toes. Take your ankles, pull on your ankles, let your heart be proud. Let the heart come forward through the gate of the arms. Pause here and breathe. Maybe you'd like to stay there, or maybe you want to fold forward here. And a block under the forehead could be nice here as well. And then rising up. Let's take the feet to the left and right edges of the mat. The knees are bent. Scoot the hips forward so you have plenty of room behind you. Let's take a little twist side to side. And then find your way to your back. And I think I'll take a little supported bridge pose here. So just a gentle back bend. Remember, back bends are energizing. I'm going to support this one. A little balance between the yin and the yang. We need both. But every moment requires a different blend of yin and yang energy. So we need a good amount to be able to dip into. And recognize when perhaps we're a little too heavy in the yang or even a little too heavy in the yin. And we use the tools that we learn here on the mat, our breath, physical postures, to help bring us back into balance. I'm going to stay right here. If you want another shape for a few breaths in Shavasana, take that now. In these last few moments, focus on the breath and see if you can equalize the length of the inhale with the length of the exhale. And as you do that, deepen both aspects of the breath. So deepening the inhale, deepening the exhale, bringing that balance. Notice the patency or lack of patency in your nostrils. Remember, the left nostril is yin or parasympathetic. And the right nostril is yang or sympathetic. Start to move your body in small ways, and then bigger ways, and then find yourself to an upright seated position. So a little heat to warm you on this winter day, huh? Hope you enjoyed the practice. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back on Monday, 7 a.m. with another yoga practice. Let's inhale together, reach up. Exhale, draw hands to heart. May you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful world. Namaste. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy the snow.